Yeah. Press on. We got the boys in red. Boys and girls. Got the Kyle FD and the Hayes County EMS at HEB. Let's see. They might know what's going on. You know what happened? Oh, wow. So, somebody on a stretcher. Try not to be too conspicuous. The entrance is closed?
It's supposed to be for medical emergency.
I see. Yeah.
We do have baskets in the center door.
I understand, but this is news.
No.
Yeah, anything they do is news.
Okay.
These are government officials.
I get that, sir.
Right.
I for the safety of what's going on.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not going to get in the way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You're the good guys. Kyle Fire Department. So I don't want to. I don't want to film the lady on the stretcher, but they're bringing her to it right now. That's why I moved. So I'll wait until they... Okay, so you can't see her, at least not her face. That's good. But she did look awake and coherent, which is awesome. That's probably her husband or whoever, somebody's with her. Yeah. Yeah, Kyle FD. You guys are the good guys, man.
Thank you, man.
Keep it up.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So, you're the FD or you're with the...
Fire department.
Okay. All right.
We run with EMS.
All right. Sweet deal. Are you out of the department over here? Because there's more than one station, right? Kyle?
We've got 3 now. So one's over by the kind of the square in the park by the pie company.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got one over by KFC and kind of behind the tax office on Bunton. And then one's in Mountain City.
And which one are you out of?
The one just across the highway right here.
By KFC?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I walked by there one day, but it was late at night. All your engines were in there, you know. So
yes,
that's pleasant to see that nothing's going on, you know.
Yeah.
You guys are busy, man. Busy.
Yeah, we're going for sure.
I see you guys in this parking lot all the time,
Well,
too, like coming here to shop,
we come
you
in
know.
in the morning about 10:30, kind of before. It's not usually as busy then. But.
You guys are avid customers of HEB.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys, when you guys come for lunch, do you guys have to buy your own food, or does the station buy it?
No, we pay for it.
Oh, okay. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Hey, man,
I didn't know how it worked
because right?
Well, right, but you guys are there like 24 hours at a time, right?
Yes.
And so I didn't know how that works. Sometimes departments, provide food and stuff.
I don't know that actually happens. I've actually had people. I don't know if that's like a miss. I don't know.
Well, when you're at work 24 hours, it's different. It's not like
right.
a police officer, right? That's on duty for 12 hours.
Right.
They can go home and cook their meals or whatever.
Like if we're on a scene, for an extended period of time, Chief will buy food.
Oh, he will?
Like if we're on a call, like an emergency, like a major call.
Sure.
They'll, sometimes they'll buy pizzas if we're like, on a house fire for 5 hours.
Right.
Like, I mean, at some point.
I know how that goes. 5 hours is short. I used to be a firefighter myself, actually.
Yeah.
Do you have any volunteers?
We don't do volunteers anymore. We did for a long time. We've actually hired some of the last volunteers that we took in, and then a lot of them either we hired or got jobs other places. But we're growing so fast, and it's just moving so fast around here that we've kind of transitioned to full.
You're growing really fast?
Oh yeah.
Like station-wise, or just population?
Everything. All
right.
Well, I wish we were growing as fast as the population, but
right.
We're trying to keep up.
For sure. How long have you been on the department, Aaron?
I've been here a little over 7 years, but I started in the fire service in like 2000. So.
You're trying to make a career of it, huh?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
That's good, man. It's exciting.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Good talking to you.
You too. Thank you, Aaron. You have a great day. Press on. So we'll get a shot of the engine. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Press on. Car 1902. There was just a traffic stop here, but it happened really quick. I've seen this one before. She, I forget her name, but she was throwing all kinds of orders one night. And look, now she's going to get on her radio with Chuck the Ground Squirrel. Yeah. See how she just drives away? Uh-huh. Press on. Yeah. Right. Press on. We got gang activity. I don't know what all these cones are up here for. Oh, the guy's pulling out. I guess I missed it. Oh well. Man, it's just a little bit too late. You stopped up there though. Maybe I'll show a little persistence. See if I can't catch up to him. Oh, it's 1904. I think that's Jay Bean. And look at him run away. Run away, Jelly Bean. Press on. Yeah. Press on. We got gang activity here. I think they're pulling people over for running a stop sign. A stop sign that's laying on the ground. They, I think I might have missed this one. Yep, I did, but I have a feeling that there's going to be more. See, he's going to turn around. And I saw another officer turn around and because I saw where he came out of. And, and I was already walking that way because there was another stop So I'm at Philomena Drive and Kyle Parkway, right across from Ascension Seton. And I'm going to give it a few minutes. I think they're running continuous traffic enforcement here, and they might be using that stop sign that's laying on the ground as some sort of pretense to be making stops. See, here comes another one. That's 1902. I'm pretty sure that's P. Oh wait, I think that was, it was either Mayfield or P. Cleary, but and she's headed that way too. She might have been on a traffic stop up there that I didn't even know about. I have a feeling she's going to turn in. Yep. Yep. Sure enough. They just pulled out of that parking lot. Oh, but she turned a U-turn. Okay, now I'm confused. Thought they were coming after this guy. Yeah. Press on. We got some gang activity here. The guy was out of his truck, it looks like. I done missed it again. See if they'll tell me. What they pulled him over for. What'd they stop you for? Oh, you had an accident. Got car 34. Oh, that's Jackboot Jones. And this is car 1902. So this guy doesn't have his lights on. This is I believe Mayfield. Maybe that guy's taillights aren't working. So, if he had an accident, I don't know why they had their lights on like that. Weird. So maybe they're just escorting him. Press on. Yeah. Press on. We got Jackboot Jones. Car 34. He's in his own little world. Playing with his beard. Travis County? What are you doing way out here?
I live out here.
Oh, you live out here. All right. You don't like your own county?
Sir?
You don't like your own county?
They don't pay me enough. They couldn't pay me enough. They couldn't afford me.
They don't pay you enough out there?
Hays County couldn't afford me.
Oh, all right.
30 years in Travis County.
30 years?
Yeah.
What, are you trying to make a career out of it?
2 more.
2 more? Have a good day, man. Thank you. There has to be, they have to try, right? They have to have an understanding of their rights well enough to stand up and get them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But, I mean, that's the way the Constitution was written. And actually, it was 21.
You've done a lot of,
21.
thinking about this, huh?
Absolutely. An examined life is the only one worth living, is what Socrates said, And, it changed my whole outlook on things. You know what I mean? I'm very passionate about not injuring another. right? In any way, shape, or form. You know, I don't want any harm to come to you or anybody else, right? But I'm also very passionate about the First Amendment, right? And you know, most of the time in my life, I don't use profanity, but I've learned over the last 6 months that actually it has uses.
Profanity.
Yes, it has effect, and there are times when it can be used properly, right? And so I've been using it more and more, right? When officers get out of control with me.
Oh, using it towards officers.
Yeah, absolutely. Because see, like what you can do to one of the people on the street, you know, could be disorderly, but you don't get to be offended, right? And so that's a clue that when an officer gives me an impression that they think they have rights, then I hit them really hard with the First Amendment, right? Because the fact that you can't be offended should just blow your mind and make you realize, you know what, I'm not the same as them, right? Everybody else on the street can be offended. If it's, I mean, not just for anything. It has to be the most serious of words that actually inflict injury at their very utterance, and that's Cohen versus California, you know, and the very utterance has to inflict injury and cause an immediate breach of the peace, tend to cause an immediate breach of the peace, you know, but
that's actually how ours is written as well.
yeah, but what is it, Gonzaga? You have an officer Gonzaga, or? I called him a dumbass and he threatened to arrest me for disorderly conduct, and he tried to solicit a complaint from somebody probably all the way over at that dumpster over there. They never could have heard me, you know.
We don't have a
It's not Gonzaga. It's with a G though. It's not Gonzalez or but man, I wish I could remember his name. That was a minute ago. But you know, and that's just what happens, right? It's like a lot of officers say that officers are held to a higher standard, but there is actually no standard. You see, because when I can stand here and have this conversation with you for so long, and this is very pleasant, and you're willing to you might not agree, but even you said you really might want to check this out now, right?
Yeah,
and actually look at how these words are used in the Constitution, you know?
For education purposes.
Yeah. And then we get other officers throwing me up against the hood. You know what I mean? So that's not a standard.
I think
right?
that specific thing, what you're saying, where officers are held to a higher standard, I feel like that's like a society thing more than anything, what they're saying. Like, officers are held to a higher standard in society's mind. So, like...
Oh, in the sense that you can't do anything right. No matter what you do, we can always pick it apart.
Right,
you know,
yeah. More is expected of us. Like, we're here to, as you said, serve the people. So more is expected of us. You know, we're here. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, I don't really have a lot of expectations for you, because I don't really think it's possible for you to actually serve and protect. I think the entire idea is false from the beginning. The only one you can help is yourself. And so, you know, all you can do is, like, let's say there's an army coming at us. You guys can stand there, but we have to stand behind you. And so we're prisoners, right? And really, you're trying to protect yourself, see? Because you're standing in the middle, right? But claiming to be protecting us. But really, we're protecting ourselves by standing behind you, right? And we traded, you know, we gave you money in exchange for that, right? But we got it so confused, right, about help. You know what I mean? I don't think it's really possible. I think that it's flawed, but this is what we have, right? And the Constitution is what we have, you know, and I'm not trying to dissolve the Constitution, right? It's a beautiful document, but at the same time, it does have some inherent philosophical flaws, right? That, you know, two different humans one human could be a slave and one human couldn't, right? And that's built in, and that has never been changed. You know, and it can't be changed because the government has no authority to change who the people are. The people. The only time the government talks about the people is when they're running for election. And they say, I can't wait to serve the people. Right? But then, it's everybody's a citizen again. Right? Well, citizens are persons on steroids. They have the bells and the whistles, the heated seats, the moonroof, But the 14th Amendment says any person born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the authority thereof is a citizen and shall not be deprived of any privileges or immunities. Privileges and immunities are not rights and powers.
Right.
You see, and it said you, 1, have to be a person, 2, you have to be born in the United States, and 3, you have to be subject to the authority thereof. Well, there's a case going before the Supreme Court right now that is about the subject to the authority thereof part. Because there's an ISIS bride that was born in the United States.
ISIS?
An ISIS bride.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she was born in the United States and actually had citizenship. But then she went over and became an ISIS bride, and now Trump wants to take her citizenship from her, right? Now, it's an unusual case because she was a diplomat's daughter. And when she was born, the diplomat's term had actually expired, but he was here. So he didn't technically have the diplomatic immunity.
Wow.
So he was subject to the authority thereof, but the government didn't know it. And they had considered him a diplomat, and he knew that he wasn't. Right, and so his daughter was born, and she ended up getting a visa, a United States visa and everything, so she did have U.S. citizenship, right? But the question is, was she actually subject to the authority thereof?
That's interesting.
You see, or like an Indian. You see, if you're born on an Indian reservation, you're not subject to the authority thereof. So even though you're born within the United States, you're not a citizen because you're not subject to the authority thereof.
Okay.
Right? And the people are not subject. I mean, how can they be? Right? They're up here. They authored the government.
Okay.
Right? So they have authority over the government. They have the power to re-legion. Right? A legion is an army. That's the right to revolt, is the right to re-legion. Like you swore an allegiance to the flag, right? Not to the blue line. The
Like
blue line,
flag?
yeah,
Or
the
just
blue line flag,
Yeah, no.
that is not the red, white, and blue, right? See, whereas I think this has gotten confused is that you swore an allegiance, but the people didn't ever swear an allegiance. They might pledge allegiance to the flag, but they didn't swear an allegiance on paper under oath and sign it, right? They're not required to pledge of allegiance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, they might not, right? But the government, they're required. They took an oath. They volunteered. They consented. Nobody held a gun to your head and said, you have to join the government.
Okay.
Right? So, I get a little disturbed when I see a blue line flag.
What if it
I've noticed it on some of the cars too,
Yeah,
on
they
the
do have
back,
it on
on the
flags.
outside. Is it on all of them?
I don't know if it's on all of them. I think it was a couple years ago that they put them on there. I'm not sure if it's on every single one of them or not, though. Actually, I don't even know if it's on mine or not.
Oh yeah.
But
You don't have a blue line ring or anything.
no,
You're not okay. Good.
it's your opinion's different, but when I see it on the flag, I see it as more of like just a symbol more than anything, of who we are as law enforcement. Because I know they have the green one for, if you're a soldier. I think
Yeah.
there's like yellow if you're.
I know. Everyone's got a different color now, and I'm like, this is gang activity.
Oh.
Right? See, all gangs start by claiming a color.
That's
And
interesting.
I mean, if you're not committing crimes, you're not a gang. But all the other qualifications of a gang, you definitely have. Right? The insignia, the territory,
The combination of three and more.
the structure, every qualification you have for sure. Now, if you're not committing crimes, you're not a gang. But if only three on Travis County? What are you doing way out here?
Live out here.
Oh, you live out here. All right. You don't like your own county?
Sir?
You don't like your own county?
They don't pay me enough. They couldn't pay me enough. They couldn't afford me.
They don't pay you enough out there?
Hayes County couldn't afford me.
Oh, all right, all right.
30 years in Travis County.
30 years. What are you trying to make a career out of it?
2 more.
2 more? Have a good day, man. Thank you. Press on.
Master by the name of Bates, smoking more than all 50 states combined. Yeah, right, I gotta stay on the grind. I got no money, so my weed's on my mind. I hit the club, but you know I can't dance. 7 and 7 in my cutoff chance. Tie-dye shirt and my long ass hair. What part of how I look makes you think I care?